Hello everyone. So here we are again with another health and happenings whatever reading for diluted demented Don Cornholio, Tweaker Taco Twerp. Libby calls him the twerp. I love that. Pervy Glotus POTUS. No, I don't like POTUS in there. He's nobody's friggin' president. He can't even be the president of his own life. He's nothing but a failure. He's a friggin' failure. Okay, how's his health for Sunday, July 27th, 2025? Health and whatever important happenings we may care about. I know, a bunch of you are going to go, we don't care. We don't care about him. Okay, Five of Wands. It's his life story. Well, this one, probably all the fives. He loves to fight. This is his desperate need for approval. This is his destructive attitudes, and he's got to be on top, got to win, blah, 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 blah. When it comes to health problems, it's impotence, it's heart issues. I don't know if he's got chronic fatigue. I think it's more about impotence. Yeah, because he can't get Satan to even sleep with him. Shout out to South Park for that one. Okay, his biggest challenge for the day is nobody wants to celebrate with him with the Three of Cups coming through and the challenge, reversed, meaning his creativity is nothing going on there. Gossiping is happening. He should be feeling guilty, but he never will. But, that comes from betrayal because but bottom line, I feel like it's no friends and his social life sucks. When it comes to health, this is our card for overindulgence and depression and resentments because things aren't working out. Early in the morning, or first thing in the morning, I don't know how early he gets up. We have for the kitties, hello. We have the Eight of Swords reversed, bringing through his problems with his veins and nerves and long COVID, respiratory problems. I think he might wake up having a little trouble breathing. With the Knight of Swords, this rules the arms and the shoulders and nervous system, which is, another one of his bigger problems. This is a card for accidents and maybe violence or something. Now, I don't know if somebody's going to come and visit him because this is also a card for arrivals and departures at airports. He needs to be careful because something's moving too quickly. It might be he's having trouble keeping up with all the gossip about him. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, it might just be his opinions that he just keeps putting out there, But I don't know. It might be receiving someone from an airport that he doesn't really want to be with, and he feels kind of restricted because he has to. That could be another little twist there. Noontime or midday, whatever that is for him, depending on when he got up. We've got the Four of Pentacles, and it's the devil. The dude that will have its due. Coming through upright is his bondage and control issues and apathy and materialism and the cruelty from being apathetic, right? You got to be numb to be cruel. Bondage. When it comes to health, this is something that usually has to do with needing to take time off. Well, he's golfing. So, whatever. Here's your vacation, dude. More than paid, because not only, no matter where he stays, it doesn't matter. They're always at his resorts, and then he charges. In his first administration, he was known for charging 3 times the amount that he would charge to his regular guests. He would charge Secret Service 3 times the price. And there was one time when he had in the first little 4 years of torture we had with him, he had Mike Pence fly out of his way. And I can't remember if it was to go stay at this same golf resort, Aberdeen, whatever, Aberdeenshire. And it cost the taxpayers $180,000 extra dollars because the plane had to go out of its way, and then he charged the taxpayers. He gives the bill every month. And remember, in that admin, it was like, oh, I'm not receiving a paycheck. Well, bilk the system for as much as you possibly could. This time he's not saying that, is he? Not at all. So, okay. Anyway, so this is his greed and control with the 4 of Pentacles. When it comes to health, it's digestion problems with his bones and knees, all that. Maybe he has a head cold from traveling. That might be what this is about, actually. When waking up in the morning, he might be trying to get things moving, but he's not breathing well. He does look like he's having trouble breathing often. So, but yeah, I think that's what this is really about. Long COVID and yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's it. Addictions and control issues. Par for the course, right? Got a little golf pun in there. Okay, later in the evening, here, let me bring this down. Camera's up way too high. There we go. Maybe you can see the artwork a little better there. I'm just trying to leave room down here for the closed captioning, but I keep forgetting to keep my hands out of the way. Sorry. So, later in the evening, now this is interesting. The 9 of Pentacles, when it comes to health, can sometimes be a hospital stay. It can other times be about reactions to a prescription. Now he's traveling with his whole, medical team because that's how they roll. But boy, wouldn't that be something? I don't know who this person is, but if it is someone coming in, because the cards can have triple, double, triple, quadruple, whatever meanings. But if this is someone coming in to visit him, I would think it's a fire sign woman, but I don't know who. I mean, we're in the realm of Tulsi Gabbard, the DNI, she's an Aries, and Kristi Noem, but why would she need to go to Scotland, or why would she want to? Maybe she does, I don't know. Yeah, so that's interesting. When it comes to health issues with the Queen of Wands, or even the Queen of Pentacles, it's usually about the hair. Yeah, maybe a rash. Sometimes it can be a rash on his face or around or on an eyeball or something, He does have a weird thing on the right side of his face. It looks lumpy a lot. And I don't know if it's because he's losing weight and his face is hanging, and that was there before. We couldn't see it when he was plump, but now you can see certain things. Maybe it's a bony, little protrusion from his jaw or cheekbone or in between the two, because he's always flapping his jaws, right? Okay. Later in the evening, he's trying to keep some things balanced out. The Justice card has to do with kidneys, of course, kidneys and lower back. Yeah. Okay. The Three of Wands, when it comes through reversed, this is inflammation, hair loss, high blood pressure, problems with eyeballs, could be a stroke, renal failure that brings in a stroke or something. We'll see. Let's see what's at the bottom for the foundation of the reading. Ooh. We have the Hanged Man revert. Oh, and again, 2 days in a row. Okay, I don't know how long it's going to take. I did get months ago that it's very possible that it could be on I'm pretty sure I was the first one that got that. You guys are always telling me what other people say, what they get. But I remember back in February, I think, getting that could happen when he's out in public, but it also could be, and it's because I had with the Lennies, I had this card here, the Garden Parks card, and it can be the 20th of any month, but it can also be on a holiday, on a national holiday. Boy, when he dies, it'll be a holiday for all of us. Sorry, I didn't mean to make so much noise with that. But anywho, let's get back over here. The most important thing is, this could be poisoned. This is definitely a card for traders. It's definitely a card for, it rules the lymphatic system because it's Neptune, but the little glyph is upside down there. But anyway, we're talking lymphatic system, right side of the brain, problems with his feet, insanity, delusions. This could be a cult leader or a cult member. It's definitely he's the cult leader. Just giving you the meanings here. Like I said, a traitor and an addict. It can be somebody who's poisoned or drowned. If he has congestive heart failure, he will eventually drown as a way of death. He deserves that because of all the people who died from COVID under his watch when he held back the information that it was out there. He knew at the end of December or early January, and he didn't let the information out until late March or early April, I think. Tell me if I'm wrong on that. Anyway, this is my card here. The Temperance reversed is our grave illness card. And we got it yesterday too, in the same spot. I've done 3 readings with this deck since then. And I shuffle really, really well. I overshuffle. I'm guilty of overshuffling all the time. And to have this card come through in the same spot is pretty amazing. So he can go all over the world and do whatever he wants. He's very unhappy. He's very lonely. He's an addict to try and fill the empty hole inside of him, and nothing is working. And he may wind up needing a blood transfusion. He may wind up, he's definitely in a grave illness, that's for sure. So he's on his way out. It's just what exact day is it going to be? Now we're headed towards, oh goodness, what is it in September? That Memorial Day, is it? I think. Labor Day. September 1st is Labor Day. My personal preference would be October 13th because that's Indigenous Peoples Day. That would be perfect. But whatever. So it'll be when it's going to be, and that's it. And when it does happen, he's going to be drowning. It's going to be a drowning situation. It is not going to be fun and pretty. He may have a stroke and can't call for help or can't move, because I doubt people are hanging out with him 24/7. And when he, in the stroke process, there's going to be drowning. Now, before the drowning, just for you guys that are trying to remember, because repetitive. When you see an image, which is why I use this deck, because everybody knows this deck. If you see an image and you're looking at it and I say certain words, it's going to get in. You're going to remember these meanings at some point. And the key words for the temperance reversed, when it comes through, regarding health, is possibly drug interactions. Just look at the image of the cups here, going back and forth. Two different drugs going back and forth. It's also the fluid, the bodily fluids, and they're congested when it's reversed, to the point that's why we have the grave illness here. Major imbalances. If it's drugs, it could be an incorrect dosage, like too much of one and not enough of the other. That could, and then you've got trouble. Yeah. It is also my card for fevers in women, hot flashes. It's also a card for gout, and sometimes a blood transfusion, because to see the red wings, it can help you remember. Now, main thing with this card for you guys that are studying with regards to health, this card rules, well, so does the what do you call the Virgo, the Hermit card rules the endocrine system. Virgo rules the endocrine system. This card's ruled by Sag, but it is a card because of the bodily fluids back and forth. It's a card of homeostasis, and without the endocrine system working properly, some organs will take over for others, because all the systems are supposed to work together. But we're pretty much in the area of like liver problems that aren't functioning well, renal problems, the kidneys aren't working well. So, yeah. Maybe even having trouble with, because Sag, maybe even having trouble with the hips, like his hips not working well, or his legs are bothering him. Maybe, I don't know, maybe his golf cart breaks down and has to walk more than he wants, which anything for his circulation would help his cankles, but he doesn't. He just likes to drive around a golf course. It's the only driving he ever gets to do. So, okay, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, take good care. Bye.